but we are going to use a chair today if you've got one. So chair, sofa, even a radiator on the wall, something like that. But we're going to put our arms and our legs on. So if you have that, or you have a stack of cushions, go grab it now. If not, no worries. We will show you some alternatives. But I'll give you a minute to do that, and then
recording in progress.
Set watches, grab some space, and we'll start with a warm up. And yeah, whenever you're ready, you can jump in. We are going to go for working on a bit of posture today. So it'll be everything between your spine, your shoulders, your chest, a little bit of glutes, stuff like that. So working at lengthening a bit of that spine. So nice and easy, just twisting out side to side. Move your arms up and down, feel it in a few different places. Good. Next up, we'll go for the arms and the shoulders. So you can either just roll your shoulders back and forward, or if you'd like to, you can go for the big shoulder swings. So one way forward, one way back. So you can start nice and light and build up to it, or you can jump straight in with the swings, whatever way you prefer. Good. When you've done a few of those, we'll move on to our lower back. So popping your hands onto your lower back, squeeze your elbows together, we'll open up the chest, and you can gently do some rocks. So as you bring your chest down, you'll feel that right in the hamstrings. And as you come forward nice and gently, you bend that back, feel it a little bit in the spine, a little bit in the abs. And just breathe through it, just start nice and gentle. You might just be waking up the back of the body to begin with. Perfect. And relax there. We're going to go on to the hamstrings. So all the way on your toes, down, you're trying to sweep the floor with your hands, and then we're going to go back up through that rotation. So take your time. You might just be waking up with the hamstrings this morning. So nice and easy. When you get onto this last one, we're just going to hold that stretch. So as you go down, just let your arms hang, let gravity take your body forward. Good, and gently relax there, back up to standing. And we'll finish just with a little bit of squatting. So you're going to do the same thing again, right up onto the toes, down, squat to where you find it comfortable, have a little pause in that bottom part. And then back up again, nice and tall, and slowly back down. Dropping it down a bit lower if you can each time. If not, we're just going to wake up the legs, wake up the hips. Good, on this next one, you're going to hold that squat. So as you lower yourself down, hold it at your bottom position. And here, you can rotate out the knees. This will do just the inner thighs, bit of the groin. Good. And then when you're ready, you can relax there, nice and gently, back to standing. Perfect. So shake it out. We will get started. So as per usual, we'll do our sun salutations just to warm your body up a little bit. So starting in position A. So grab whatever if you're at the mat, the front of the mat. I'm going to start up nice and tall, stretching all the way up. As you breathe in, we're going down to fold. As you exhale, we're going to look forward. Inhale, step back into that press up position, and down we go, nice and gently, lowering our body to the floor. When you reach the floor, we're going to lift the chest into our cobra. And as you exhale, into that downward dog. And this is where we're going to stay for a few breaths, so try and straighten out those legs. It'll wake up the hamstrings. Good. Stay nice and strong. Good. And we're going to come out of that one there, so we're going to go into our crouch position. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, down to fold. And as we inhale, back up, nice and tall, nice and strong. Good, and relax there. And it is getting warm, so shake it off, grab a drink if you need to. And we're going to go into part B, which is our longer variation. A little bit of posture as well. So same again, grab your space. We're going to start in our chair pose. So squeezing the legs, squeezing everything. Arms up above your head if you feel like you want to. As we inhale in, we're going down to fold. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, step back into that press up position. And again, down we go, nice and gently. As you inhale, lifting our chest into cobra. And as you exhale, into that downward dog. And from here, we're going to step our right foot forward. Our left foot's going in that 45 degrees. We're going to stand up nice and strong, creating that straight line from the back of our leg to the tips of our fingertips. And we're just going to hold it here. So think about a string going all the way through your head, all the way through your spine. Trying to get yourself nice and long. Good. And we're going to slowly find them out of our hands, so leaning forward. Step that right foot back into the press up position. And down we go again. As you reach the floor, lift our chest up. And as you inhale, into that downward dog again. And this time it's left foot is going to stand forward. Right foot's coming in your 45 degrees. And we stand up nice and strong again. Big straight line. Good. Nice. One last time. We're going to find the floor of our hands again. Step back into that press up position. And down we go. As you reach the floor, we're lifting up our chest. And as you inhale, into that downward dog. So lift the hips, stack the shoulders, and just take some nice big deep breaths. Good, and we're going to relax there. So into your crouch position. Inhale in, step forward. Exhale down to fold. And as we inhale in, back into our chair pose. Nice and strong. And relax there. Shake it off. Grab a drink if you need to. Perfect. Nice. So next up, we are going to be doing quite a bit of like working, stretching as we go, but it should be quite nice. So just to begin with, we're going to start with balance. So we're going to go into our tree pose. So our right foot's going to come into our calf or right up into our thigh if we can manage it. Don't know if we can manage it this morning. Hands into the centre of our chest. Catch your balance, zone out, whatever you need to do. And then from here, we're going to make ourselves nice and tall, nice and long. And we're going to imagine that straight line, pinning ourselves up. So start with a bit of posture. Good, stay nice and strong. And relax there, so arms back down to the centre of your body and release that leg. And exactly the same on the other side. So left leg into your calf, all the way up into your thigh if you can manage it. Hands into the centre of your chest. Find your balance, zone out, find whatever you need to look at. And then, when you can, creating ourselves nice and tall. So standing up nice and strong. Good. Keep it going. And gently relax there. Hands back down to the middle and release. You can shake it off. That's our balance, trying to elongate our spines with that one. So next up, we're going to wake up the hamstrings a little bit because they are quite key with our back. So all we're going to do is we're going to get down into your lowest squat that you can go to. So it might be up here, it might be all the way down. We're going to hold it in that squat, but the rotation is, as you breathe in, we're going to go into a fold position, so into a bit of a hamstring stretch. So what that looks like is down from a squat, as you inhale, bending forward into your hamstrings. So we're going to do a bit of breathing, so as you inhale, it's into that hamstrings. As you exhale, we're going to sit back into that squat, and we're going to rotate through this about 5 or 6 times. So just waking up the hips. As you inhale again into that hamstrings, so trying to get your legs as straight as you can. They might be a bit bent like mine, but that's okay. We're just waking them up so far. Exhale back into your squat. Inhale into your hamstrings again. Good. Exhale back into our squat. As you might feel like you get deeper as you go. Exhale, inhale into your hamstrings. Again, trying to push them back. Get as straight legged as you can. Exhale back into your squat. Inhale into your hamstrings. Good. One last time. We're going to exhale into our squat. And inhale into our hamstring stretch. So nice big deep breaths here. Good. And gently relax there. Nice and easy. Shake it off. Good. We're going to go into our overhead stretch yoga type pose next. So you're going to go nice and wide with your feet. We're going to point our right foot out towards the wall. Left foot's going to come in. And all we're going to do is we're going to lunge onto that right leg. So adjust if you need to. From here, your right arm's going to stay on that right leg. And if you're happy here, this is where you're going to stay. If you fancy it and you want the challenge, you're going to try and get your right hand down next to that right foot as best as you can. So we're creating that straight line. And as you inhale in, that arm's coming up and over to create a nice straight line from your left leg all the way to your left hand. So we're just going to stretch out the side, stretch out spine, everything in between. Good. When you're ready, you can relax there. We're coming up to centre. And we're going to switch the opposite way. So left foot pointing outwards, right foot's coming in your 45 degrees. And we're going to lunge onto the left foot this time. Left elbow is going to come and rest there. Or if you fancy the challenge, finding the floor with that left hand. Right arm's going to come up and over. Again, creating that nice straight line. You You may find it all the way down the side abs, so your obliques. A nice big stretch. Good, and gently relax there. Nice and easy, back up. And shake it off. The next one, we've got a few rotations to it. So we're going to do a bit of saluting the sun. So our right foot's going to go forward, our left foot back into a bit of a stance. I'm going to start nice and tall with our hands above our head. So really trying to get that nice straight line. We're going to take a few breaths as tall as we can. And as you exhale, we're just going to go down to a bit of a fold. So we're going to shoot our hips back, nice straight line. And just feel a little bit in the hamstrings on that right hand side. So this is how we're going to start. As we inhale in, we're going to go back up to salute the sun. So nice and strong. Really trying to push away from the floor. Good. As you exhale, we're going to go down into that hamstring stretch again. So we're trying to shoot our hips back, keep that nice straight line with our chest. And you should feel that straight away in that right hamstring. And back up, inhale, back up to nice and tall. Good. Now if you're happy here, that's where you're going to stay. If you want a next challenge to it, as you inhale in, we're going to go down into a bit more of a lunge. So we're going to start working the legs a little bit. So we're going to lunge down. And as you inhale in, back up to standing. So it's just getting those leg muscles working now. Exhale, down into your lunge or down into your forward fold. Good. Inhale, back up. Good. Exhale, back down into that lunge again. Inhale, back up. And we'll go for about 2 more. So exhale, down into that lunge, nice and strong. As low as you can go. Good. Exhale, back up to standing. Good. One last time. Inhale, back down to that lunge. And exhale, back up to standing. Nice and tall. Good. We're going to stay in this position, but we're going to make it one step harder now. So if you're happy with what we're doing, you can continue there. This time, as we step back, so we're going to go from our lunge, we're going to bring our left foot forward into hugging our knee. So we're going to add a bit more balance into this one. So it'll go from balance to lunge. So it'll be left leg that you're hugging in. So that's the rotation that we're going to do. Now I'm a bit wobbly this morning, so take your time with it. So if we start by hugging our knee, so start that left leg in to your chest. Nice strong breaths. And as you exhale, down, stretch that leg down into that lunge. Inhale, leg in. So nice and tall. Exhale, down into that lunge. So we're going to really start working the muscles now. Inhale, bring that left leg in. Good. Exhale into the lunge. We're going to go for one more after this. So stay nice and strong. Good. And inhale, back in. Holding that leg, and this is where we'll finish. Good, relax there, shake it out. So we've really worked that right hand side. We've got to do exactly the same now on that left hand side. So we'll start like we did before. left foot forward, right foot back. We're just going to start saluting the sun, nice and tall. Really try and get that straight line, that string through your head, pointing upwards. And as you inhale in, we're just going to go down into that fold. So nice straight back. Now you might find one side's a bit tighter than the other. Good. Exhale, back up to standing. Inhale, down to fold. Inhale, back up to standing. Good. One last one. Inhale, back down to fold. And exhale, back up to standing. Good. Nice. So same again, we're going to make it a little bit harder with a lunge now. So as we inhale, we're going to lunge it down onto that left leg. Have a little pause. Inhale, back up to standing. Exhale, down into that lunge. Inhale, back up to standing. Exhale, down to your lunge. Exhale, back up to standing. We'll go two more. So inhale, down to our lunge. And exhale, back up to standing. Last one. Inhale, down we go. And exhale, back up strong, nice and tall. Good. One step harder next. So again, if you want to stay in this position, you absolutely can. Otherwise, we're going to start by bringing our right leg into our body. Now, find your balance here. As we inhale, that's where we're going to step back and lunge. So nice and deep. Exhale, back up to standing, bring that leg in. Nice and strong. Inhale, down into your lunge. So start feeling those glutes working as well. Inhale, bring that knee in. Good. Exhale, back down into that lunge. Inhale, back up to standing, hug that knee. We've got one more to go. And back down into that lunge. Nice big deep breath. Good, and exhale into standing, bring that knee in. Stay nice and strong. And relax there. Let the legs go. Shake it out, grab a drink if you need to. That was a little bit of hard work. Good. Nice. So we're going to go into a bit of a forward fold now. We're going to release that back. We're going to start our legs nice and straight. Just hands on the quads. And we'll work by just shooting our hips backwards to begin with. So from here, you should already feel maybe a bit of hamstrings. Now, if you're happy here, then you can definitely stay here. We're just trying to elongate that spine, release a bit of pressure off the back. Now, if you reckon that you can keep that nice straight back as you go down, you can get yourself that a little bit deeper. Really just trying to shoot the hips backwards. So get to where you're happy with and just relax into it. Nice big deep breaths. when you're ready, nice and gently, back up to standing. And relax there. We've got a little bit more work to do. So we're going to do something called an inchworm into a bit of a plank. So all that looks like is working the spine, working all the muscles. So from standing, you're going to find the floor of your hands, nice and gently. And then we're just going to walk our hands out as far as you can until we're in what we call plank position, or the press up position. So a nice strong core, nice long back. And then all we're going to do is just walk our hands back in again. So nice and slowly until you get back up to standing and tall. And we're going to go through that rotation another 3 or 4 times. So you're more than welcome to speed it up if you want to, or you can just follow along. So it's nice, slow movements. You'll feel it wake up the hamstrings, you'll feel your upper body start to work as well. So when you get into that plank position, you're just going to pause there, 1 to 2 breaths, and then slowly walk the hands back in. Good, so we get back up to sort of standing, arms above your head's optional, really stretch yourself out. And back down again. So nice and slow. Feel it shift from your hamstrings to your hips, to your upper body. Straighten that spine. And then back in again. Good, we'll go for one last one. So from standing, find the floor again. Into your plank position, shift your weight, and then back up again. Good, nice and gentle. When you stand and shake it off, we're going to move down to the floor slightly now. So something called the world's greatest stretch. So starting in our plank position, from here, all we're going to do, so we're going to bring our right foot forward as far as you can manage it. If you can get it all the way up to your hand, that's great. If you're a little bit further back, that's not a problem at all. So our right hand inside our right leg is going to go down, and we're going to twist out, open up our chest. Inhale, we're going to drop back down, drop that elbow back down. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, drop that elbow down again. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, drop the elbow. Exhale, turn and twist. Good. Pop both hands on the floor now. Step that right foot back. Now left foot's going to come forward. So as far as you can manage. And exactly the same again. That inside left arm comes in. We're going to exhale, twist out, look up to our fingertips. Inhale, down, and drop that elbow. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, drop that elbow. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, drop that elbow. And we'll go one last time. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, drop that elbow. Good, and you can relax there. So you can drop down to your knees. Now this is where if you've got a chair or sofa, stack of cushions, radiator, anything at all, we can get it involved. If you don't, I'll show you what else you can do. So with your chair, with your cushions, with whatever you want, we're going to go start on our knees, pop our hands onto our chair, and we're just going to shift our weight back into our hips so that we're sitting on our knees like this. And this is just going to open up all your chest, nice and gentle. And you want to just drop your head as deep as you can to really feel it in between the shoulder blades. Now if you don't have a chair or you don't have anything to go on, you don't have a wall, all you're going to do is you're going to go into that child's pose with your elbows up in the air. So you're going to try and drop your hips while keeping your elbows up, your hands up, your elbows up. So whichever way. Another alternative, if you don't want to be on your knees and it's a little bit tough, you can stand up, do it nice and tall, really elongate that spine. This is quite a nice one to do if you ever sat at desk for a little while. So yeah, grab whichever stretch you're happy with. Drop that chest as much as you can, really try and open up the shoulders. And it's nice big deep breaths. Good. Nice and gently, you can drop your hands to the floor. And if you're already in that kneeling position, all you can do is going to sit back into your child's pose, popping your hands behind you this time, letting your head find the floor if you can manage it. I'm just going to sit and release the tension on that lower back. So get yourself into a child's pose. Nice big deep breaths. Good. When you're ready, nice and gently, we're going to put back up onto our knees. Get yourself into the tabletop, into that all four position. We're just going to work the upper body again. So taking your left hand is going to pop through your right hand and your right leg. And we're just going to thread that arm through. You'll find yourself drop down as you go, as far as you can kind of manage. So we want to kind of twist the shoulder blades here. Get a little bit of rotation going in that upper spine. And when you're happy with the stretch that you got, just hold it there. Nice big deep breaths. Good. When you're ready, releasing that arm, so come back up, lifting your chest back up. Right arm's going to go through this time, so right arm to left arm. And thread that arm all the way through, as far as you can manage. Let your body drop, let your spine twist. Good. Nice and gently. We're going to come back out of that one. And we're going to find ourselves just sat down. So we're sitting out. And we're going to go nice and wide with your legs. So as wide as you find it comfortable, you can keep your chest upright. So we're going to slow it down. Get a bit of stretching now for the glutes, the hamstrings, and a little bit of the upper body. So starting on our right hand side, find where you can get to, whether you can reach your toes, whether it's a bit further up the shin. So we get a little bit of a hamstring stretch, all that back of that leg. So we're going to lean our body towards that leg. Now if you're happy here, you can definitely stay here. Find your stretch. If you want to make it a little bit more intense and just get a few of those back muscles involved, your left arm's going to come up and try and get over your head. Almost like you're trying to grab your toes with that left hand. Now some of you might actually be able to do that. So we're just going to open up all them side muscles of the back. Lean it over. Good. Relax that arm over the top. Release the leg, and we're going to shift all the way over to our left hand side this time. So again, find your stretch, whether you grab your toes, whether you're a little bit higher up. And if you're happy there, you can stay there. And if you want that more intense stretch, that right arm's coming up and over your head this time. And gently relax there. You can come back up to your middle position. Now we're going to finish with our chair, but laying down this time. And again, if you don't have a chair, you don't have something to prop your legs up to, I'll show you a different variation. So whatever you've got, we're going to go legs up onto the chair or onto pillows, whatever you have. If you don't have anything, we're just going to start laying down. You'll get the same benefit. The chair just takes a little bit of pressure off that lower back. From here, all you're going to do is grab your right leg, put your hands behind that thigh, and you're just going to pull and try and straighten that leg in the air. So you'll hit a different hamstring by doing this from the one that we've just done. So we've got 3 different hamstrings, and they're all related to your lower back. So yeah, point your toes, pull that leg away. If you can get your leg straighter than mine, that's great. But you might find this one being nice and tense. Good. When you're ready, drop that right leg back onto your chair, back onto the floor. I'm going to switch over to our left leg. So lift that in the air, put your hands around your thigh, and try and straighten that leg out. And again, as you breathe in, you might want to pull that slightly deeper, just deepen that stretch. But if you're comfortable where you are, you can definitely stay there. Good, and gently relax there. So both feet back on the chair. Now we're going to finish by targeting our glutes. Now if you're on the floor, you're going to want your feet just up like this. If you're still on your chair, we're going to get our right foot and we're just going to bend it and hook it on, leaning on that left leg. Now there's a few different variations to this, so we can start by using our hand to push our right knee away, and you might feel this in the glute. And as we start doing that, we can slowly bring our left knee closer towards us. You might come to the end of the chair. But all you want to do is find your variation of stretch. You should feel it all the way down that side glute, all the way down the side of the hips. And you're going to push with one hand and use that knee to pull in with the other. Now if you're on the floor, it's the same principle. You're just going to bring that knee in a little bit closer to you. Or maybe probably push away a little bit further to get a real nice stretch. So play around with it. Good, and relax there. So you can bring that knee in, pop your right foot back on the chair. So start a bit out long. Left leg's going to cross over and create that kind of right angle if you can. Starting by pushing the knee away with your left hand, and then when you're ready you can slowly start to bring that right leg in towards you till you really get a nice deep stretch on that left hand side. And again, just nice deep breaths. Deepen the stretch as much as you need to. Good. And you can relax there. So put your legs down. Find the floor with your feet. And then nice and gently bring yourself back up to sitting. Take your time. That is us done again for another week. Hopefully you push this video